I'm assuming you have installed your Linux of choice already. Make sure you don't install a desktop. So we want the CLI version only, the command line interface only, no desktop, no other background applications. You want to start with a nice blank fresh install with nothing else. Whatever you want to use. I use Debian for stability, and just because it's what I'm used to. But you can use whatever you can use Arch, you can use Fedora if you really want to. You can use Mint or Ubuntu, anything you want to. It's smooth and as simple as possible. Boot into it, fresh install, and from there we're going to install a few packages. We will install htop, fast fetch, curl, cmake, git, and let's add nala. We need to put nala, i.e. we need to put it twice for it to install properly. Don't ask me why, it's just the way it is. Okay, we'll install those. Let's speed through that and let that finish. I'm probably not going to talk much through this. Saying that, I'm still talking, so we'll see how it goes. Once that's installed, I'll just quickly do a fast fetch. As you can see, it's a brand new system, hardly anything installed there. Running on a virtual box, but it doesn't matter. If we do a nala fetch, sudo nala fetch, that will fetch a list of the closest mirrors with the lowest ping. Yeah, as you can see, the screen's cut off, so just use 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 to select the top 5 mirrors, then press Y to select it, confirm it. Once that's done, you want to install whatever desktop or window manager you wish. LXQT, LXD. If you really want to, you can use GNOME or Plasma, KDE Plasma, or even just go Qtile. You know, simple window manager, no desktop environment, and then just work up from that. I've gone for LXQT because it's nice and lightweight and it's easy to customize, as the screen showed you. So we'll boot into that. Yeah, go and type in my username and password. And we've got a lovely, nice, fresh desktop with hardly anything installed. So if we do a quick update, just get this terminal on the center screen. I did use -y, but I don't think that works with nala. Let's have a look. No, it does not. Never mind. So I think while that's doing the updates, we could start customizing our system a bit. I think I might move the panel upwards maybe. Let's get rid of some of the icons on it first. So we right click on panel and go to configure panel. This lets us change all of the bits, which is really cool. Let's minimize that terminal so we can get out of the way. Focus on what we're doing. So I'm going to increase the size of the icons. And then I'm going to stick it to the top of the screen. There we go, that's better. And I think I'm going to make the panel transparent as well. Go to styling and then just adjust the slider after we've checked background color. That's cool. And I'm going to remove some of those bits like the power menu icon on the right and the show desktop button and also the quick launch, no, not quick launch, the desktop switcher. And that's that for now. Nice. So if we come down to configuration center and maximize that, we can start customizing the look of the applications. Go to appearance first of all. Now I quite like having a dark theme, so I'm going to go for dark. And then if we come down to GTK style, enable the check mark and change these two boxes to Adwaita dark. That will let us theme the other programs, GTK programs and such. Any other options here we need to change? No. Okay. So if we go to Window Manager, from here we can change the theme of the window, make the rest of it dark, get rid of the white borders. That looks much better. I'm just going to drag these down because I don't like having those on my top bar. There we go. And also I think I might change the text size. That's better. Anything in advanced settings? I might drop this distance down, enable dock to other windows. So this snaps to other windows. If we go to Window Manager tweaks, I'm looking for transparency. Oh, that's pretty cool. Removing the title. That's quite fun. Not all windows will be able to be closed though, so bear that in mind if you use that. I'm going to reduce this size requirements for the windows to appear in the center of the screen. Again, you don't need to do that. So if we come to Compositor and scroll to the bottom, you can see all these sliders. They enable transparency on various aspects of the user interface. So I'm just going to mess around with these for a second. Yeah, that looks alright, doesn't it? Nice transparency effects on the main menu. Yeah, I like that. That's cool. Right, so application-wise, what have we got installed? That's a third terminal for some reason. Zutty. I'll remove that at some point. Didn't install any Office suite. That's cool. So it's not bloated with loads of nonsense. Just basics of what we need. Excellent. Okay, let's reduce the number of desktops down to 1 because I only use one desktop. And I think that's... Oh yeah, if we go to the session settings, I was going to quickly disable the Q clipper, however you pronounce it, and also disable ask for confirmation when leaving. And I'm going to disable the lock screen before suspension. I think that's it in this section. So, oh yeah, I'm going to remove the keyboard status indicator. Where was it? There it is. Get rid of that one. That's better. Okay, right, now the volume's working. It's cool. Let's, I think we need to install some bits now. Have we got internet? That's not showing internet, but we know we're connected because we installed stuff. We'll just do a quick IP address. Yeah, we're connected. Okay. Okay, never mind. A little tangent there. Right. So let's mess around with the terminal for a second. You don't need to do this. You can skip past these bits if you want. I'm just messing around with the way the terminal looks. Yeah, I like that. That's good. Okay. How's fast fetch looking? Ooh, not quite right. Okay. Let's adjust it just a little bit more. Excuse me. Okay, that's better. Cool. And let's get rid of the menu. Cool. There we go. Nice. What's the drop down menu button? F12. Okay. Good to know. Right. So desktop. I want to get rid of these. I'm going to hide the computer, the shortcuts. There we go. Get rid of those. Cool. And now I think if we create a shortcut for that, and then go through the file browser to the desktop, copy it, go back to the home folder, right click and click show hidden. Then go to .config and auto start. And we can paste that here and right click on it and trust shortcut. I'm just going to remove this one because I don't want that there. Cool. So that will automatically start when we log in the background service. So let's install Steam. Open Firefox. take a little while to open. Take time. Okay, here we go. Oh, right, alright, I clicked the wrong thing. Okay, right, let's just type in Steam. Can we do Steam install? No, okay, let's just do Steam. And go to the main Steam website and click on Install Steam. Oh, we might need to download Discover. I have to open it with... Yeah, we need to download Discover. Okay, so let's go to the terminal and do sudo nala install plasma-discover. I was going to use the no the -- no install recommends, but it doesn't seem to be working in Nala, so let's forget that for now. This will also install KDE Connect and the other SMS connection notifier thing from KDE Plasma. I mean, you can uninstall it later. It's actually kind of handy having it. There's also an option in Steam under the Decky plugin manager to have KDE Connect go into Steam. Let's move this window out of the way and have a look at the Portal 2 video. Hopefully it won't mess around with our copyright. It's nice watching that. Right, so that's done. Let's install Decky as well. Just type Decky into Google. That's usually the first result, decky.xyz. And click download at the top right. There's a plugin store for the Steam big picture mode. It's just really cool. You can get some really handy little plugins for it. So once it's done, right click, trust it, under permissions. No, that's not right, is it? We need to do something else. What do we need to do with it? That's still updating. So if we go to, let me check the GitHub page for, I've got two windows open, okay. Now we can install it with Discover. Let's just install that first. And then once it's installed, we can install Decky. Okay, wait for this to load its bits, and then up here in the top right it will say install from local. I think it has the file location or something. Install from local, there we go. And type in your sudo password. And then that installs Steam. And once that's finished, we then need to close Discover, open Steam, and there's another process to go through. I think we can use the launch button up here on the top right. There we go, and we close Discover, and it's opened this window using Xterm instead of Qterm. We know, but never mind. In the window, press enter, and it will ask you for another sudo password, and then it will start installing. Let's minimize that window for a minute. Yeah, it's annoying. It's using Xterm instead of Qterminal. The text is much smaller. I mean, if you uninstall Xterm before running Steam, it will force it to use the Qterminal. The bigger font, easier to read. A couple of times in the install, it asks you to press enter. And then, again, you've got to press yes to install. Why you need so many times? Well, it's Linux, isn't it? That's the way it goes. Right, when this is almost done, let's let it finish. Let's just open HTOP and have a look at the current processes and see the system information. I mean, for a virtual machine, it's not too bad. I gave it 2 cores and 20 gig hard drive. I gave it 8 gig of RAM. I'm running my PC is running on 24 gigabytes. So yeah, 8 gig, not a lot. Not a lot at all. It's running okay. Just got to wait for Steam to finish installing. There's also another program called RetroDeck, which I'll get to a bit later. You can use that for running emulation games. Really handy because it runs, you know, there's like Emulation Station and RetroArch and all those stuff. Emulation Station and RetroArch need a lot of configuration, but RetroDeck, it seems to just install all those configurations by default and then installs itself into Steam, so you can launch it from Steam Big Picture. It's really cool, really handy. Right, there we go. Steam's running itself again. Just copy that shortcut and paste it into the auto start folder. Right click and trust executable again. Excellent. And if we just hide the desktop shortcuts, there we go. Nice and clean. Right, what's next? Let's go to... yeah, how do we install Decky again? We've got the installer file. I think we need to rename it. Yes, we do. There it is. Rename it. Take off the .download extension. So it's just a dock desktop. Okay. There we go. Hey, look at that. Perfect. Right, let's right click, trust it, and then open it. I typed in my password here and it's hidden, but it asked again in this terminal window, which was not hidden. So I've just kind of stuck a little wasp there just to cover up that little blunder. But you can see everything else is unchanged. It's exactly as it starts to install, and wasp is gone. Bye bye. Right, so that's Decky installed. So if we then go to what are we doing? Let's go to Steam. Add it to the favorites first. And then let's pin it to the shortcuts as well. I'll get rid of that feather pad. I don't need that feather pad up there. Remove from bench. Right. Click Steam. Cool. And it's opening. And I'll get my phone and I will connect. Bear with me. Okay, here we go. I'm scanning it. You gonna work? Come on. What are you doing? There we go. Excellent. Okay. You probably see my gamer tag. Don't everyone start spamming me. If they do, I'll remove this video and redo it. But yeah, you can add me if you want as friends, whatever. Okay. Taking a little while to load. Right, let's load up the... oh yes, let's find some wallpapers. I'm going to use DistroTube's wallpapers. You've got some really nice pack. So you want to come to the GitHub after searching for DistroTube wallpapers, and just... oh, Steam's launched. Wonderful. No, let's not do the hardware survey because I'm on a virtual machine and it's just pointless. Okay, Steam. Excellent. Nothing installed. Let's install Half-Life. Surely that will run in a virtual machine with hardly any specs. Right, so back to DistroTube wallpapers. Download the zip. And wait for it to finish. So if we... while that's doing... yeah, nice. Okay. Ignore that. And if we go to Steam again, let's just stick it on, maximize it. There we go. And go to downloads. And we can see downloading Linux one time. Is that the sniper version? Oh no, it's Scout. close some of these windows we don't need. That's finished. Cool. Let's open. Oh, Half-Life finished quickly. Cool. Okay, so let's go to downloads and right-click on the download and open it with file extraction. Let's extract it to pictures, and then when that's done, let's go to pictures, have a look, make sure it's there. Yep, cool, they look good. Nice. Okay, so we'll minimize that. Right click on the desktop and go to background and then browse. And we want to go to the pictures folder and then wallpapers and find a nice wallpaper. Let's go with this one. That's a nice one. Yeah. Nice. That looks really cool. Okay, back to Steam. Let's try playing Half-Life. We'll probably have to download. Yeah, it's got to download the runtime. That's okay. We can let it do that. In the meantime, close some other windows. And just got to wait for this to finish now. Shouldn't be too long. What we can do is pin that Firefox to favorites. Cool. And if I show you RetroDeck. No, let's go with Handheld Daemon first. Oh my god. So Handheld Daemon is a really cool tool that the one of the main developers in Bazite wrote before he got kicked out. It allows SteamOS and Linux to be used on many of the Windows-based gaming handhelds that have been released. You can see here all the different machines it can be used on. Yeah, I did record the video before doing the voiceover, so I've only got... Anyway, you can use this curl command to install the Handheld Daemon, which is what Bazite uses to be compatible with all the Windows-styled handhelds. You can install that on any distro you want. It's just a single command. Anyway, back to Half-Life 2 and Steam. Is it finished yet? Not quite. So, I can't remember if I actually showed RetroDeck in this particular recording. I don't think I did. Okay. Well, let's run Half-Life. There's no audio. Interesting. I wonder if it was just a game issue. There should be audio on this menu as well, but there's not. Audio in the audio tab. Okay. Let's close it and have a look at the audio settings. Oh, it's muted. God damn, it's muted. Brilliant. Right, let's try again. Excuse me. Don't often talk for this long. Hey, we have audio. Yes, we do have audio. Excellent. Well, yes, so here we are. This is how you make your own gaming distro. my mouse is messed up already. Wonderful. Anyway, that works. Let's exit out of this. Right, so the next thing we can do, what we're going to do next, let's adjust the settings and make Steam open in big picture mode. Go to interface and then down one of these two options are off initially. Yep, that one. Start Steam in big picture mode. And then that's it for settings in Steam. And click the button here for big picture mode. Well, that's a little stuttery, isn't it? There we go. Nice. Oh yeah, if we do a Control-2 on the keyboard, you can open up the right side menu. I don't know what it's called in SteamOS. You can see Decky there. If we click on the shop icon, it opens up the shop for Decky. We can install all sorts of different plugins. I'm going to find the volume browser, the volume mixer even. That's a handy one to have. There it is. Yeah, there's loads of different plugins you can get. They're all really handy. Some many themable plugins as well, which is really cool. Right, so I think what else are we going to do? I think that's pretty much it. I'm going to mess around with some of these plugins, and I'll make another video about theming and customizations and which ones are worth having, which ones aren't. Fantastic. Fan control. That's brilliant. Okay, so let's exit out of this. Hope there's not feedback on my mic from that. That was pretty loud. Let's go to Firefox and I will show you. I think this is RetroDeck now. Yes, it is RetroDeck. Right. I'll show you the install. If I remember correctly, it didn't quite work, so you have to install it from FlatHub or via Flatpak. So we need to open a terminal in a separate tab. I'm going to quickly grab the command to enable the Flatpak resources. Just type Flatpak install Debian. And the one great thing about AI and Google is that it gives you sometimes the right command. Luckily this time is one of them. So let's copy that, right click and copy it. And then go to terminal, and we need to paste it first. No, we need to install Flatpak first. Okay, here we go. Sudo nalo install Flatpak. And then when that's done, yes, install. When that's done, we can paste that command again and add the location so it can find where to download from, I suppose. Why that's not included when you install Flatpak through the package manager anyway, I don't know. But whatever. Cool, so that's finished. So if we right click, clear it, and right click, and ask for the password, and done. Cool, so that's Flatpak installed. So now we go back to the install thing, copy the command to install it via Flatpak, and then paste that into terminal, and continue with the prompts and everything else. It'll take a little while. Once that's installed, it will pop up and ask if you want to be included in Steam. So let's just minimize that. Nice, beautiful background, isn't it? I've got to say, DistroTube, those backgrounds are awesome. Yeah, really nice. I'm just going to wait for this to finish. It's taking a while, isn't it? I suppose it's quite a lot to download. If you have games that are like old games on CDs or even floppy disks or anything like that that you don't have through Steam, copy them to an external hard drive from your PC and then onto whatever you're using this SteamOS thing as. Plug the hard drive into it, and then you can copy those games into your internal storage, and within Steam, not in big picture mode but in normal mode, on the bottom left you've got an add game button. Click that and then click add non-Steam game, and then it will ask you where to find the executable, the .exe for that game. Just browse the location on your hard disk of where that is for that game, select it, and then okay it and everything else, and then on the list of games installed, click on it, and then when you're on the game's main screen, play screen, before you click the play buttons, on the right hand side opposite play you've got a settings cog. Click on that, and then on that next screen you have compatibility. I need to show this really. I will show this in another video. Compatibility, and then from the compatibility click the check box, and then in the drop down menu select Proton Experimental, and then OK that, and then you can launch your non-Steam games on Linux running with Steam Proton. It's seamless, it's beautiful, I love it. Right, what's going on here? It's still installing. Okay. Yes, I'll make a video about adding non-Steam games to Steam. I think I'm going to do another one with my mini custom DIY SteamDeck. I bought a motherboard for a laptop, a Dell 5490. It's got an i7 8th gen, 4.8 gigahertz CPU. I mean, it's not the most amazing graphics, but I mean it works. It's small, it's portable, it's got loads of USB, HDMI output, and all that nonsense. So yeah, I'm making a mini Steam Deck out of that. I'm going to use my own this UI on it. What is going on with this? Is it actually doing anything? 27%, 28%. Yes, okay. Slowly installing. Yeah, so I'm going to install this SteamOS, or non-SteamOS. We need a name for it, really, don't we? Onto my motherboard. I'll do a video about that. And yeah, I need to make a case for it as well. I was playing with the idea of getting a load of refurbished motherboards off eBay and sticking them in, you know, Steam Deck style cases with custom trackpad solutions and Hall effect joysticks, and then just selling them as mid-range gaming consoles. I mean, Steam Deck's, you know, so expensive, especially now they've cancelled the LCD version and only got the OLED. I don't know the exact price, but it's like 500 quid or something stupid, £500. So yeah, I mean, a lot of these motherboards you can get them fairly cheap if you know what you're doing with them. It's quite easy. I'm halfway through working on a Raspberry Pi Pico, the RP2040 microcontroller. I've got some Hall effect joysticks, a few buttons and a D-pad connected up to one of those that I'm going to use as an internal USB powered joystick, input controls and stuff. Yeah, I don't know if you guys are interested in that kind of thing, let me know. I need to make some kind of, I need to make and sell something in order to generate some funds for this phone development, because I'm absolutely skint. But yeah, let me know what you think, and I might make a few and stick them on my website or something. Okay, we've got an error there. What's this error? Okay. Well, you know what? The video's 35 minutes long, so I think I might just stop it here. Fix this error, and then do another video on maybe a full install. I don't know. Do you want to see me installing the command line version of Debian, or do you just, is this enough? Let me know. Like, subscribe, and all that nonsense. Thanks, guys and girls. I love you all. Take care. Bye.